Your Highness, could it be?
Here it is! Research!
Oh, you startled me! You just popped up out of nowhere.
That's a common rule with how main characters appear. The fact that you're startled shows that you're a non-gamer. Sophia, you're saying we need to rebuild the academy, right?
Indeed, Sage of Wisdom. You knew it before I even asked. Praise the goddess! What? The restoration of the Research Academy recorded in Chapter 6, Verse 1 of the Lunolic Doctrine. Praise the goddess! I, Roxana, can deeply sense the protection of the goddess is with us.
Don't steal the main character's dialogue!
What's going on? I don't follow. Saintess of Blessings, let me explain. According to the doctrine, research is when you grant blessings using the power of mana, so that a territory can become more powerful. Please stop. You're being weirder than Eugene about this. You seem like you're having fun. I'm glad at least one of us is enjoying themselves.
I'm just utilizing my full capabilities in order to lead the world, that's all. That's how I play my games.
Lead the world? You're really something else. I don't even know where I am right now. I still don't know what's going on. I just want to go home.
Don't worry, the game is pretty easy to play. The game I know is the RPG version, but the storyline is shared. So soon, we'll...
You say we're in a game, but this is just like the real world. Only there's no such thing as progression in the real world. I don't get what you're talking about. Sorry. I'm venting to you, and you're just as impacted as I am.
It's okay, Mio. I know you're an irrational person. But one thing's for sure. This game is going to end soon enough.
Really? I trust you, but why do you seem disappointed? Don't you want to go back?
Me? No, it's not that. I hate the fact that I couldn't come up with a strategy to get us back to Earth faster.
That's good to hear. So you're saying we'll be able to go back soon, right?
My strategy was perfect, and I was rarely off my timing on anything. We should reach the ending with optimal efficiency soon. But then again, why do I feel like this is going to be like that time I accidentally chose a wrong option and got a bad ending?
Why are you looking at the princess, Sage of Wisdom?
Praise the Lunolic Doctrine's profound vastness! Heed me! The lowly ones get closer to the light via the Research Academy. Look at the remarkable development of the territory! It's just like what's written in the doctrine that the Lunolic Temple follows.
It's thanks to my strategy, not some doctrine.
How arrogant you are, mere sage! Don't you know that all should be humble before the goddess? Our doctrine tells of how the blessed truth, which the goddess achieves through the Saintess of Blessings, leads to the light.
So, what do you want me to do now, Saintess of Blessings?
It's suddenly on me now? How dare you, mere sage! Respect the words of the goddess!
So I'm supposed to follow her word, am I?
I guess?
I guess the main character has to take action. While trying a few different routes, I made some comparisons. It's a good idea to research the economy here.
Why not increase the star fragment and castle levels first? We could match the star fragment level and the castle level.
You're such a noob. What's important isn't the level, but the production amount and where it's used. We need resources in order to increase the star fragment and castle levels. It's easy to run out of resources if you don't start managing them early on. So, we need to start researching the economy here to prevent interruption of territory development. Remember this to play the game sensibly.
Wow. I don't like your know-it-all attitude, but you do know a lot about this.
Oh, one more thing. Now that we've activated the Academy, the next order of business is Titans.
Titans? What are those?
That route requires a huge investment of time and resources, especially for players who are aiming to do a speed run.
Mere sage! Your explanation to the Saintess must be based on the doctrine! No, you don't have to do that. The first Titan was sculpted by the goddess herself, using the power of mana and the stars that have gathered for ages. Remembering the goddess's love, humans also created titans after her. That white titan over there, Esther, is a symbol of reverence for us humans.
This is sounding more and more complicated. Well, can't we just skip all that and just wake up the Titan?
Non-gamers just don't get it. All content related to Titans is locked at the moment. There are standard issue Titans on the frontier, but they're excluded from speedrun strategies.
So, you're saying it's annoying and takes a while, right?
Mere Sage! Why treat the Titan, which is nothing short of a hymn to the goddess, as a nuisance?
I'm the one who said it was annoying.
Look, I don't care about anything that sounds like what you'd read on a game advertisement. That won't help clear the game.
Don't you understand? Let me read the profound text of the Lunolic Doctrine again. I'll read it for free. The Titan is no simple weapon, Mere Sage.
Skip. Right now, we need to strengthen the territory and make our presence widely known. We have to collect mana, not Titans. Heroes alone can collect enough mana. Gather allies and gain power. That's all we need to remember.
What an insolent idea! Chapter 2, verse 7 of the Lunolic Doctrine. The goddess and the Titan of the stars cared for each other very much, and humans and all living beings loved the goddess and the Titan who protected them. And humans began imitating the likeness of the Titan of the stars.
Stop. Please stop.
All right. We'll get Titans too, so stop it already. But if we're going to find Titans, we need to activate the sword first.
You mean like the legend? The sword made in the image of stars? That is a really generic legend. Titan, please appear for the people of Skyna! It's too high! So that's the legendary Titan! Legendary Titan! The oath of the stars left by the goddess to protect Skyna! The Titan has awakened!
I can't believe I'm seeing a Titan awaken with my own eyes.
We're going to ride this thing all the way to the royal castle?
Non-gamers just don't get it. Titans are the ultimate weapon, but they can't be used right away. Right now, it'll help us boost morale and fighting spirit.
Kind of like a statue of a hero in a public square? All creatures promised there would be friendship between the Titans, the goddess, and living beings. So why were we abandoned by the goddess?
No, the goddess didn't abandon us.
Then why did the kingdom fall?
You see, Princess, the power of the star fragment has returned, and the Titan has arisen. The Sage of Wisdom and the Saintess of Blessings responded to our call.
But what if someone who's a better leader than me had survived instead?
No, Princess. You are a brave person who can lead Skyna to the light.
I don't have the wisdom, strength, or power to work miracles.
Princess, when the royal castle was in flames and the monsters were upon us, you didn't give up, and you escaped with the knights and maids. When everyone thought we were done for, you bravely stood up and swore that if all you could do was pray, you'd pray, and you'd never shed tears as long as there was blood left to shed. Look at all those people who evacuated with you.
Everyone got hurt and ended up exhausted because I forced them to evacuate.
They're not exhausted because of you, Princess. They endured it because you were there for them. Please keep in mind that stars guide the way just by being themselves, shining in the dark to give others hope.
Claudia, thank you for empowering me. Now is not the time to be weak. A guiding star should not let its light dim, even when faced with the darkest clouds. Until Skyna finds peace, I won't give up. If my light flickers, please enlighten me again.
I'll always serve by your side.
Ugh, so weak. Quests and flashback events that can't be skipped are nonsense.
How can you say that after seeing that? Poor princess. It must be so tough. She's so young, like us.
Pity won't help clear the game.
Okay, you say this is just a game for you. I can't think of everything as just a game like you do. It's all so realistic. And the more I talk to them, the more I care.
That's why you have to skip that stuff.
Look, I get it. You know this world very well. By the way, I don't mind that you're enjoying this game, situation. But do you really know how we can get back?
Why are you in such a hurry to go back? If the reality we come from were a game, it would be the worst game ever. The characters are irrational, the learning curve is abrasive, and it's governed by sloppy mechanics. If reality had gone through the proper focus groups, it would have been cancelled in just a few hours.
But we have no choice but to stay there. Aren't you worried about your family?
Fear, anxiety, sadness. Inefficient emotions like those are only useful in rapport quests. The speedrun strategy I prefer is efficient, and it doesn't involve being distracted by story or emotions.
Enough with the strategy! The reality you're talking about isn't filled with only bad things. My grandma is part of that reality. I am the only family my grandma has left. I can't even remember my mom and dad's faces. Whenever I'd cry from missing my parents I don't even remember, my grandma would give me a big hug, and she'd softly sing me a song. That song is the only thing my grandma can remember now, but she still looks at me and smiles when I sing her that song. My grandma is all alone at the hospital. I need to go back.
Yes, that's why I'm taking the shortest route to clear this.
That's not it. I'm talking about after I go back. I'm not like you. Those people are real to me, and this is reality. Data, strategies, I don't know about any of that stuff. More importantly, we're giving them hope. The princess looks at us with such desperate eyes.
Hope? Ugh, you are such a non-gamer.
Yeah, I'm a non-gamer, so I don't know a lot of things, but I am sure of one thing. This game means a lot to you, and you truly enjoy it. I know what that feels like because I was the same way once. When I was training to be a singer, I gave it my all, just like everyone else training with me. When you're desperate, you hang on for dear life and try your best. You begin to see things for what they really are.
You could have just said I'm sincere about game strategies.
Yeah, I know you don't like hearing this stuff since you're all about efficiency and summarizing things. But what I'm saying is that you're a good person.
What's with the corny line all of a sudden? You're my partner, and I'm helping because you keep talking about wanting to go back. In other words, it was a rational decision.
It was a rational decision. Either way, you're a good person. A good person who tries to choose a good, rational path.
I'd like to skip this inspirational cutscene, please.
Hey, however you want to take this message, please at least consider my opinion. Anyway, I have to get back to my grandma no matter what. She may not remember anything lying in that hospital bed, but I know she's waiting for me. For some, I guess efficient strategies are a good thing. Especially since you're serious about this world. But if you're treating this game like how I treat singing, don't you think you can make people happier with your strategies? I want you to take a good look at these people, just like how you see the game itself.
I see. I've always obsessed over making rational moves in games. Mio, you make a pretty good Saintess of Blessings.
Are you teasing me?
I'm sorry.
What?
You're right, Mio. Not every moment can reach a rational conclusion. All this time, I've trusted games to be reasonable and respond to my calculations as expected. And they are always reasonable, and that is why I obsessed over games. But we're inside a game right now, surrounded by irrationality. That means we can leverage this irrationality in how we do things. I'm going to come up with a new strategy we haven't used before. In the end, this irrational world is still just a game. It's a new challenge for me to overcome.
Leveraging irrationality, huh? Only you could come up with such a unique conclusion.
If you only stick to your own opinions, that's selfish. If you don't try to understand others, you're just running away from reality. So I won't run away. I am going to connect this world with my unique strategies.
Eugene.
I feel like a main character in some inspirational cutscene.
I'll try harder to be more helpful too. Just let me know what you need. I'm the Saintess of Blessings after all.
So you finally accepted the title, huh? Declaring yourself a heroine? A high school student who traveled to another world? A girl with the Titan? A failed singer? You have enough attributes to make you a real heroine.
I haven't even debuted yet. How can you say I failed already?
But you're okay with the heroine part, I guess.
You're such a rational nerd.
Anyway, don't worry, Mio. I'll make sure to send you back.
You're not sending me back, dummy. We're going back together.
Okay, that's enough. We've spent too much energy on irrational talk.
I had a feeling it was going too well.
Everyone, gather round. We finally reached an important turning point.
Do tell, Sage of Wisdom. I'm listening.
Monsters will attack this place in 2 days' time.
What?
This is a land blessed by the goddess. Not only that, it's a holy ground protected by the Saintess of Blessings. There's no way monsters can invade this place. In a text interpreted according to the Linoleic doctrine.
We have to check the defensive lines. Should we move the secured provisions first?
Let me finish. I'm not trying to defend this place. We'll be attacking first. Rather, we're going to advance.
The monsters will be invading, and we're gonna advance, not defend?
Yes. We'll catch the monsters off guard, advance to the royal castle, and enter it without bloodshed. And while the monsters are gone, we'll take the star heart stored in the royal castle basement.
Are you saying the legendary Star Heart is in the royal castle?
I've never seen such a passage. How could such an important sacred object not be recorded in the doctrine?
I can't believe the Star Heart, the symbol of the promise of the goddess, remains in the royal castle.
It functions like a key. We'll use it to go back to our homeworld.
Would that be the end then? You're so fast. I can see why you're such a show-off.
The army of monsters. I didn't expect our day of revenge to come this soon. You'll do just fine. Please get on the podium.
I'll show you the stretches that I used to do backstage when I got nervous. After the warm-up, you can get on the podium.
Yes.
Don't worry. Destina's stats are higher than we need. I guarantee it. I'm confident in my strategy and decisions. You need to be confident too.
Yes.
His obsession with numbers is helpful in a situation like this.
Good people of Skyna, the goddess has promised us a life of prosperity, love, and peace. Although we're struggling now, we will always have hope and remember the promise of the stars.
So this is how it feels to read an entire story without skipping anything.
The princess is doing so well. She's practically glowing.
For the princess! For justice in the kingdom!
Claiming territory and securing power is only the beginning. Now, we must become an anchor for the scattered forces.
An anchor for the scattered forces? What abstract nonsense are you saying now?
Let me explain it more objectively and clearly. An alliance! We must create an alliance and grow stronger.
Huh? I understand. We don't have time to waste, so let's begin immediately.
I shall send some emissaries.
Our destination is the Royal Castle.
How big must it be for us to see it so clearly all the way over here?
Compared to the castle we're using now, it's much bigger and better constructed. How are we going to capture it? It's going to be difficult to reach.
Even a huge embankment can collapse due to a single ant tunnel. The real fun in games is that even dragons can be destroyed by a tiny, powerless mouse. Don't get overwhelmed by their size and give up. There's always a weakness somewhere. Our enemies blindly believe in their power, so their attack is high, but I bet their death is low. Now, explain what I just said.
You mean they look threatening, but they're fragile, right?
That's right. We'll use that to our advantage.
To create that opportunity, we'll need a lot of power.
That's why we need an alliance. We'll let the alliance troops defend the territory. In the meantime, we'll quickly advance. While the monster army marches toward us, we'll catch them off guard and occupy the castle at once. I've calculated the exact timing, the amount of troops, and the locations of the troops. Once we obtain the Star Heart, our enemies will be no match for us.
I've never interacted with such a perfect player. Are you sure this is your first playthrough?
Huh? Valkyrie? Sorry, but I still don't care about building rapport with Valkyrie. Please understand.
I've never interacted with such an annoying player.
Valkyrie, if you want to talk about anything, I'm here to listen.
Destina, you're really into this. That's even more obnoxious.
The time to put our plan into action is approaching by the minute. Let's check the list of scarce resources and gather them in the world. And secure EXP for the heroes that need to grow more. And...
You look like you're feeling good. Like you're about to start humming.
I'm feeling really good, obviously. We got here without any errors. This is the most perfect strategy I've ever put into play. Although a rather strange and descriptive character got in my way.
Don't say that. Roxana has put in a lot of work for the territory. Although, it seems she gets too many donations from the princess.
She's just a character that makes you want to skip stuff. A character who steals the main character's lines with exposition.
So that's what you don't like about her, huh?
You can skip dialogue, but it's not right to steal it.
Sage of Wisdom. The Alliance reinforcements are also here.
All right, we should get ready for deployment.
Huh? Did you feel the surroundings shake just now?
What do you mean? It's not the monster's turn. I mean, it's not their time yet.
Ah!
Could it be... Why is Necro showing up now? It's supposed to be a hidden boss after the castle war. Esther isn't fully ready yet, but we have no choice. Let's activate it now. Esther will be able to stop Necro.
Oh? A Titan? This early? Hello, outsider. Or should I call you player? You must be... You can think of me as your forerunner. I arrived here before you did.
What is going on? There are other people from Earth here?
I'm only here to introduce myself, player. I've already cleared the stage. Playing with someone who doesn't even have a Titan isn't worth my time. It's been fun. Let's play again sometime. Since we're in a game, I guess you could say... On to the next stage. Good luck. Have fun.
We weren't the only ones who were special.
That guy. He was wearing a school uniform, wasn't he?
Protection of the goddess, she didn't die. But her injuries are grave, so she'll require very long and expensive expensive treatment.
It's okay, Roxana. Please take care of Claudia.
Please take care of Claudia. Oh, if it's the wish of the Saintess of Blessings, I will gladly oblige. But I will make sure to get paid for my services once Claudia is awake.